Well, good morning. We're trying this from home because the internet connection is so much better. I had all kinds of trouble yesterday, but the heat, the rain, our temperatures are up and down. Family and friends in San Antonio just have one range, and that's hot. Here we get hot, cool, wet, humid. It's it's wonderful, all the variety. But there's one thing that doesn't change. There's no up and down. It's just up. This good news about salvation through Jesus Christ. Apostle Paul has been presenting this message to King Agrippa, who was already very familiar with the Jewish culture, with the Jewish scriptures. And Paul was an expert at taking the Old Testament scriptures and demonstrating so clearly how Jesus of Nazareth was the perfect fulfillment of all the Old Testament pattern. Everything in the Old Testament pointed right to Jesus. Paul was so good helping people understand that. Luke wrote, Agrippa replied to Paul, in a short time you will persuade me to become a Christian. There's an old hymn called Almost Persuaded. Said to Paul, you almost persuade me to become a Christian. Just a little bit more time, you'd probably get it done. And and tomorrow we'll look at Paul's response to that. But the idea here is Agrippa recognized the truth of the gospel and saying, this is impacting me. This is impacting my heart, my worldview. You almost persuade me. In a short time, you'd persuade me to become a Christian. Me, a vassal of Rome and the empire. And this is encouraging. I want to encourage you with this one idea that it's not your job to make people become Christians. It's not your job to make people live the right way. It's your job and my job. Tell people the truth in a persuasive way, in a kind and understandable way, because often the truth is in conflict with what they already believe, with what their heart is already comfortable in believing and their lifestyle. Truth in conflict with that creates a real challenge. So we present the truth. We present this good news because it is powerful. It impacts the thinking and the feeling and persuades the heart. So tell people about Jesus. Not a complicated story. It's easy to tell his story. Whatever season is on the calendar, you can talk about Jesus. Whatever topic comes up, you can talk about Jesus. Most conversations are just one or two questions or statements away from Jesus, away from his word. Inject it into your conversations today so that the good news can persuade the hearts of the people that you love or that you don't love affectionately, but we love them in the same way that God loves us. I want to remind you again today, God loves you and we love you. good morning. I want to put a link in the description for this video because I hit the record button on the YouTube side of things and I forgot to hit the record button on here, the Facebook side. So take your mouse and click over to the YouTube channel and you can watch this morning's video along with the scriptures and the commentary. So God bless you. I will remind you now, He loves you and we love you.